Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Yay! I'm waving I'm waving my hands around in the air for no good reason. Yay! Anyway, though, welcome to this another brand new day, and also welcome to the Shelton, Washington weather report. Last night when I went walking, it was a starry sky. Now I can see the trees outside. It's getting a light. There's no wind. There's no rain. Thumbs up. There's a little bit of snow here and there, like when I went out last night. I can't walk on the tracks, mostly, like I usually do. There's those train tracks I talk about that I like to walk on. I can't. They're covered in snow. I got halfway down them today before it reached a point where nobody had been walking, and so I had to step, crunch, and then feet down into the snow below the crunchy ice layer. So no, I wasn't going to soak my shoes and my socks just to walk on the tracks. As a minor aside though, for the first time ever, as I was walking on the tracks, my shoe slipped, my foot, and it went snip, swoop, and as I fell, my shoe, well, I didn't fall, as my foot went whoop and slid, it slid between two of the ties in such a way that it almost pulled my shoe off from my foot. That was the first time that's ever happened on train tracks, so thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, for the rest of life, I have therapy today, so, in a rush, as always. Yay! I already have another video for the afternoon because it's hard to make another video after I have therapy. It drags stuff up, and I have to deal with that for the rest of the day. So, yay. So, thumbs up, though, therapy. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I have some stuff written down on my topics list because, well, that's what I do. Well, I have to with my ADHD. If I don't write stuff down, I come up with just blank, especially right now. Usually I can do it, but this past year with the pandemic and everything going on in the United States, oh joy. So it's been hard. If I don't write stuff down on my topics list, I am blank. I haven't been able to be as creative or anything. I've just been buckling under the stress slowly, and still doing okay. I am still 9,000 steps ahead of where I was several years ago. Yes, I have lost ground. We all have. And in fact, I feel like one of those people in silly movies, where the guy is standing by a house or a barn or something and goes, "This thing's stable as a rock," and gives it a smack, and then the domino effect, it all falls apart in one great big mess. And I told my therapist, a couple weeks back that I was feeling pretty solid with my mental status, and really I think I only needed just, some extra work now and again to stay where I was. At which point everything began collapsing, and oh my gosh. So thumbs up, it's been great. But still, I'm, as stated, lost a bit of ground. We all have, but I know it and I'm working on it. I know why. So just gotta do the minor repairs that I can until the storm is over, and then I can do the major repairs. And my upper lip is itchy, so yay. To look off to the side, see if I can look at my nostrils. My monitors are so far away. This one and the one that is hooked up to my consoles. They're far enough away that with my glasses, they're bifocals, these ones are for looking off far away. My monitor is too close for these part of my glasses to work, so my monitors and the images on them are fuzzy. This part of my bifocals are for close-up work. My monitors are too far away for them to focus on. So now, no matter what I do, if I wear my glasses, I can actually focus better on my monitors without them than with them, because they're trying to focus on, 5 feet and further away, and this is for 6 inches and closer, and the monitors, they're in that fuzzy area. So thumbs up. But also, I wanted to talk more about cosmic horror stuff and such like that. Yes, indeed. Especially since once again, I made a really quick talk about, there's H.P. Lovecraft and the Cthulhu mythos, and Cthulhu, while not a huge thing everybody knows about because it's a kind of a niche horror idea, but cosmic horror is more than just H.P. Lovecraft. But his critters that people mainly deal with when they deal with Lovecraftian stuff. I mean, take a look. The movie The Color Out of Time with Nicolas Cage fairly recently came out. Now, it's an H.P. Lovecraft story. Like 130 years ago he wrote that. Well, 100 years ago. So people are still working with this stuff, and the cosmic horror stuff is good. Now, I made a quick talk about it yesterday about how I feel Cthulhu is a major monster inside of the Cthulhu mythos. But the thing about, as I've mentioned, with cosmic horror is it's supposed to show how insignificant we are. And having a named mega monster on our planet just waiting for the time to come back to life and then rampage and kill and destroy and eat before going on to the next world to repeat, rinse and repeat. Yeah, kind of insignificant in that we don't matter, but also apparently we matter enough that we get one of the big boys. And that's mattering too much. That's why one of the things I've done with my cosmic horror stuff is there is the big cosmic horrors. And they don't even really deal with us on the smaller human level. On the zone of the multiverse where they mainly exist, they can and do deal with people on the surface of worlds on a one-to-one basis, but the people in those worlds are, relative to us, inhuman, strange, alien, bizarre. Relative to them, each of them relative to them and the universe they live in, they're just people. You could take any story that's written today and just make sure that you say this is relevant to their status, and any story you write about us right now, you could write about the people of the Ungar, because even though they're inhuman and strange, they're still people relevant to each other. And so that's not a problem that way. But they can deal with the cosmic horrors. But for out here in the Ungare, the Ungaden, the cold and dark, the cosmic horrors don't deal with us on a lower level. That's like gravity trying to deal with a universe. The speed of light trying to do things. They're so far above and beyond us that there's no frame of reference that brings us together. So when it comes to things like Cthulhu level critters, yeah, I've got other types of stuff. There's the Gekire, Gekiri, Gekiru, beings of power, people that have walked the path and are now powerful. Cosmic horrors in their own right with the power that they have, but even those are just usually minor. When a cosmic horror wants to do something hands-on, they have a being called an Ong. And this Ong, completely in a metaphorical, figurative sense, gets its orders from the cosmic horrors, and then it goes down to a particular universe, burrows in to the meat and bone of reality, lays its eggs, those hatch, and then there are 12 Angakira. Not Angakira, Angoka. The Angakira are the actual cosmic horrors themselves. But they are Angoka, and there are 12 of them, just like there are 12 of the cosmic horrors, and they have basic aspects of the cosmic horrors they are aligned with, but past that, they're their own beings. And when they are sent to a universe and they grow and they build, the cosmic horrors don't really care about them anymore as individuals and things. They're going to live out their life in that universe, however long or short their life may be. It may be 1,000 years. It may be trillions upon trillions of trilenia. Once they are in a universe and are born there, they don't leave. They can't step out of other universes. They can't do anything. As long as they get their job done and then don't do anything to invalidate the job being done, past that, their lives are theirs. It could be that one of the cosmic horrors has one thing that it wants to get done on a lower level. Who knows what or why. They send an Ong down there because one of its children can do the job. And it takes like 5 minutes for one of those children, the Anguka, to get the job done. Well, now they have the rest of their lives. 11 of them had nothing to do. And then the 12th of them now has nothing to do. They have the rest of their lives to fill. And as long as they do not invalidate what they were sent there to do, they can do whatever they want. Because after all, might makes right, and they are the most mighty. Largely. There are naturally occurring other beings of power and other things, but they are strong and powerful. And the difference between the Ungara, the middle range, the Ungare, the center one, the Ungaden, where we are, there is like, this is metaphorical again, the difference. There is a type of rock in the Ungara where you can go like, ah, and it goes, ah, and echoes the sound back. It just reflects it back. If you took that rock and you moved it into the Ungare, where it's more real than the inhabitants, it would be like an individual standing there that just says, I am not I. I am not a being. I am only this form. I have no desires or wants. I am mind without presence or ego. My only wish and desire is to provide you with answers to questions. And that's it. That's what they do. You ask them questions, they reply. If you try and stop it, it will leave so it can go answer questions. It may leave in a very bloody fashion if you try to stop it. This same thing that is just a rock that reflects, but because it's more real, if it was dropped here in the Ungaden, it could be anything from a new messiah to a rampaging warlord taking gigantic races throughout the galaxy, pillaging, leaving nothing but dead worlds behind. It's still just that reflective rock. It has no real mind or presence, desires or wills, but you bring it down here to the Ungaden, and it might be a vicious and bloody warlord intent on taking over the entire galaxy and using its boot to crush everything else down. It's still just a reflective rock. It's just so real that we wouldn't be able to handle stuff like that. So yeah, thumbs up for that. Creative talk, creative thinking. Try to be as creative as you can. I'm always trying to be as creative as I can, working on my cosmic horrors, working on story ideas. I got a lot of story ideas. Some of them I just flat don't know what to do with because there's no happy ending to them. No happy ending at all. And while non-happy ending stories can be okay, when they're all non-happy ending stories, that's not so good. Thumbs up for that. Ooh. And then real quick, the difference between choosing not to eat and being unable to eat. When I don't want to eat, I can go a whole day and have horrific pain from hunger, and it's not a problem because I choose to do that. Right now, I have $1.50 to buy food for the rest of the month, and I have a little bit of spaghetti, which should last about a week. And then I've got about a week and a half with no food. My housemates gave me some food. If it hadn't been for them, I would have already been out. The difference between choosing not to eat and being unable to eat, hokey smokes. As stated, when I choose not to eat, I can go 2 days and be happy. In fact, feeling that grinding in my stomach, that rusty dagger of hunger is kind of a, yeah, control over my life sort of thing. This morning, knowing there was like a third of a can of chili and just some other minor things, anxiety. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do. Answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, and different. You took the time, you expended the calories. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, and more, oy vey. Oy vey. So, we have BYJJ, thumbs up, and net_zombie, greatly appreciated. Clancy, thumbs up. Craig Ball, thumbs up. Confused Owl 29, always good to see you. Soggy Milk, I like the name. Espen Bucky, thumbs up. Mighty Sauce 3, thumbs up. Good to see you, I like the name. Ricky Bettini with the daily reminder to live every day to the fullest. And Trance Emerson, thumbs up. Tom Hodberg, greatly appreciated. Russian Timing, always good to see you in the comments. Kyle Wybrew, thumbs up. Anastasia Kyriakidis, I'm nowhere close, but thank you. Then we have Ollie B, thumbs up. Unknown, greatly appreciated. 360 owns, 360 downs. How about that? And good to see you. Thank you. Emiliano Rivera, thumbs up. We have Human Centipede 2445, thumbs up. Dustin Keast, greatly appreciated. Brian Sylvia, thumbs up. Black Monkey, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, thumbs up. Christopher Thomas, greatly appreciated. And last but not least, Alan S, thumbs up. Thank you Thank you all so very much to get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is appreciated. When you're depressed and isolated because of a pandemic, you need all the voices inside of your head that you can get. A very good thing. If you could check out my various links down below, I have Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. And if you'd like to help me out financially without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out, well, semi-financially without sending me money, I have an Amazon wish list link as well with things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation and get for my existence. And of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very, very cool. Greatly appreciated. A definite thumbs up. Hokey smokes. And of course, the horse head of encouragement has nothing but warmth, love, and encouragement for each and every one of us. If you have issues or problems going on in your life, remember, the horse head of encouragement is pulling for you. And of course, please, Black Lives Matter, hokey smokes. And do your best to stay safe and creative. Keep your mind percolating. It's something that has to be done. Thumbs up on that. So, if you have to go out, please wear a mask. If you don't have to go out, don't. But if you do, wash your hands. Try not to touch your face. Please practice your social distancing. This thing is mutating. We got at least 9 or more different strains running through the U.S. right now. So please be careful as you can. And you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. That is a very good thing. I will see you.